YouTube recording is go. Before we get started, when I'm not speaking and the game is quiet like it is now, you might be able to hear an odd noise in the background. I have a fan on in this room, just off to my right, so screen left. Because it got really hot last night, and I realized when I was playing role-playing game over Skype, and I realized that I was feeling a bit ill after streaming earlier in the day, and it's probably just the heat from my laptop and the sun, because we have a south-facing room, and a lot of other things combined. So I've got the fan on. It's on the slowest setting that isn't off. But so if you can hear it, truly sorry, but it's preventing me from, feeling ill. So I'd rather take that over your mild inconvenience than anything else. So that out of the way, because I've got to look after my health. I'm not expecting a parcel anymore because it has arrived. So last time, went through a bit of the Temple of the Sacred Ashes, and we're just continuing with that today. So let's see how that goes. I am running late, but I will only be streaming for about 2.5 hours. I will have to end at 4 because I've got to eat before going out for my vampire game today. And then that'll be it for a few weeks. And then Thursdays from the end of the month for like 6 weeks. I'm working in the evenings, so that'll be what it is. I will have to end pretty much at 4 or very shortly afterwards at my time, obviously, to get to work on time after eating. But that is by the by. YouTube, that probably doesn't make any difference to you because you'll just see how long the video is. But there we go. Let us progress towards all of the red dots. Nope. I wish I could rearrange the different symbols. Did I trigger a trap?
Let's get started. Right.
Oh, I did.
Trap right ahead. Trap right ahead.
I see that Sten has triggered the other trap.
You had it coming.
Heals both.
I am ready.
And we're good. Guess that one's already been triggered. Never mind. Kinda wanna. Okay. Okay. That's probably the best I'm going to get in terms of trap disarm XP. My cunning isn't particularly high for Rhiannon. Well, Rhiannon's cunning isn't particularly high, so it's not like I can avoid them. I think I'm approaching the point at which I could unlock a specialization through a conversation tree,
Right.
but I'm probably not going to do that, just to avoid having to go through the conversation tree a few times.
This should be easy enough.
Because I could make a backup save, reload it off stream, and
Make a preserver.
play through that way, but
Let's fight it more dying. Blast you. As you will.
probably
This should be easy enough.
easiest not to. Heal everyone.
will be soft. It will hurt.
Can I'm not actually making that move, by the way. My hands are off the joystick. It's just turning of its own volition.
This should be easy enough. As you wish. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Please don't attack me.
Right. As you wish. Right.
That one, please. Just send a nice little shock his way.
We have done well.
Beamed him in the face. Nice, nice. Take everything in there. Take all of that. There's nothing else in there. Well, that doesn't look suspicious. How much of the map do I have? Okay, these both seem to lead around to the same place, so I'll just go through one side, clear it, and then go through the other.
Walk softly here. Enough!
Or I could throw this into this room. Can't do anything with my flame burst, but this is the cone.
Try to be merciful.
There is no friendly fire because of the difficulty I'm playing on, so that worked out quite well. Sorry, you not wearing much. Oh, that seems like a poor decision based on the climate of Haven outside. Yeah. So this is gonna be trapped. It was trapped. That Ashwraith had a bad time. Let me guess, these are all trapped.
Watch for the demons.
Obviously, the need for the lack of friendly fire to be a factor in
This should be easy.
my favour.
Let's get started. This should be easy. Right, as you wish. Next!
And we're good. I don't have heal on there, do I? No, it's heroic aura or whatever. Boss level Ashwraith.
On.
Down you go.
Man, do I wish I had Tempest.
Let's get started. Right, this should be easy enough. This should be
I'll
easy
get that
enough.
next time I level up.
Start.
It's not cooldown yet. It is.
On.
Death to all pigeons.
Death to all pigeons. Shale? Shale. These are Ashwraiths,
Let's get started.
not pigeons. Oh, health. That's a thing I should probably keep track of. Right.
Could have been worse.
Yeah. It's just,
Let's
heal
get started.
and take a injury kit. Lesser injury kit, sorry. To get rid of the injury.
What now?
Oh.
What? Now.
Oh, right. All your spells come off cooldown as well. Need to be refreshed, sorry.
Let's crush them all quickly, shall we?
Indeed. Well, you're not on fire from the fireball, so let's just do that. Then that. Defeated. And that one has the least health. Nope. It's not the spell I wanted.
As you wish.
That's the spell I wanted.
Only one
Oh.
shall stand. On.
And dead. Or unconscious. No, they're dead. They're dead. It's not that kind of game. Everyone dies. I mean, they are replaced by skeletons with persistent gore turned on, so I assume that they're actual dead. Sorry, as ever, I'm still waiting on my on a response to my job application. Might send them a request for an update tomorrow. Wormling Lair. I think there's metal doors in the room, in the central room. Keep an eye on the frames. So of course I'm going to go back and use through the other way. Clean out that area for all of that sweet XP and loot. Because I'm pretty confident both areas lead to the
Warden
same.
senses tingling.
Warden sense is tingling, but these aren't darkspawn. They're cultists.
As As you wish.
I never liked this part.
Alright, that's a mage. I should probably do something about that.
On.
And pop. Bopped him with my magic. Still alive.
This should be easy
Never
enough.
mind.
Move and parry, strike and kill.
Okay, Momir. Okay. Steady on. No loot in this room. This is the room on the other side of that wall, I guess. Where's that light coming from? Still not the worst god rays I've ever seen in game. In a
Enemy
game.
ahead.
Or a trailer in that noticeable
On.
and memorable instance. Get out of
Let's
the
get
cold.
started. This should be easy enough. On.
Get out of the cold.
As you wish. Right. Let's get started.
I guess Shell's just been knocked over. Yep, Shell's just been knocked over. Okay.
This should be easy enough. On.
Right, I'm going to keep an eye on health this time.
Right. As you wish.
Well, that doesn't look good. I'm going to attribute that to a hostile spell effect and move on. Ah, here it is. I was going to say, so far there's been less to worry about on this side of the temple.
Trap right ahead. Ready!
Disarm. I think
Weapons
that
at the
was
ready.
the only trap. So that's good. I got to it before Sten did, which is always a plus. He doesn't care about traps, he just runs through them. The health poultice I don't have to make for myself.
Arcanitharian heard the voice of the Maker as Andraste was burning, and this is why he chose to end her suffering.
Thank you for sharing that, Liliana. Wormling lair. Wormling lair. Okay. Save before the map transition, just in case, and then we'll save after the map transition also. And progressing on and in. That's weird. Okay, I just need to refresh my created dashboard, because I see that Death you have posted in the chat and it shows up on my tablet, but it doesn't show up on my dashboard. Is there any way of just refreshing the chat pop out? There we go. It's working. I just popped the chat out, and I guess now I can refresh that maybe? I don't know. I don't know how Twitch, I don't know how that happens. But it seems to be working, so I'm not going to question it. But evil mages, yes. They are a pain. Such a pain. And let's stand the other way. Right. I'm expecting a conversation at any point with someone. I dimly remember there's a big conversation in this area. I guess I'll be killing more people first.
Enemies approaching.
Well, I've got a fireball for a reason. Cultist Overseer. It's like a job. Or just demons in human skin. Yeah, definitely just demons in human skin. Now these are cultists. They worship things other than
Let's get started.
demons, I guess.
Make a preserver.
So good.
This should be easy enough.
Also, the complete lack of friendly fire on this difficulty is really useful.
All right.
Oh no, Shale killed you.
Right.
Do some quick healing.
Run in fear.
And there we go. Right, there's nothing back here, right? Nope. pick up all of the loot. Actually, I suppose while I'm here... Alright. I guess they're heavy armor then. I'm not going to replace the Blood Dragon stuff, so... Moving on. I've got half my inventory left. It's all good. It's all gravy. You know, it's a phrase I've never really understood. Let's see how many... Where's the other enemy? 2 mages. Joy. Right. Let's see if I can knock this one out of spellcasting. So disappointed FDA2 spent the entire game defending mages and literally all of them turned to blood magic and some demons at the end. Yeah, the ending of DA2 isn't the best.
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Thankfully, the Inquisition does deal with it in a more sensitive manner, and it is more nuanced. But equally, the way you have to think about it, in DA2, Meredith spent years persecuting mages to the point where they think that's the only way to survive. After what happens without spoiling anything.
I said something drawing near.
Because we are a danger magnet, Leliana. That's why we're always attracting danger. Can I get the one at the back? Sure can. Okay, so there is like an invisible range at which point they will be caught in it if they were in the targeting reticule, I guess. But then beyond that, they can totally just be out of range. Prophecy is self-fulfilling? It is. That was the problem with Meredith's treatment of them.
This should be easy enough. Right.
I have full respect for Orsina.
This should be easy enough.
Just do that to avoid any unnecessary death on my part. And dead. And obviously the red lyrium doesn't help. But the red lyrium is involved in one of my favorite quests from Inquisition. So that was cool. There is payoff for that.
Trap right ahead.
But equally, you need like 100 hours to
Right ahead.
do Inquisition. So yeah. Deep Stalkers. Oh.
Ready.
Time for a little cleanup.
Yeah, I guess they were Deep Stalkers. Oh no, Wormlings. Never mind. This is the Wormling lair. That would make sense. Get to it at some point. Yeah. If you do get to it, I will tell you this right now. You do not need to concern yourself in any way, shape, or form with the requisition quests. Hopefully you'll remember. They're just a huge waste of time.
Let's get started.
Why is there a... You guys have got that right? Yeah. They're like area-specific side quests, but they don't add anything, and it gets to the point where you can actually have one in your codex that you can't complete. I'm on fire now. So yeah. So my advice is if you want to do them just to say you've done them, do them first. Otherwise, ignore them. They don't add anything unless like it's specifically called out that they'll give you a reward. But I don't think they do. I don't think any of them do. And they usually just fetch quests anyway, like get a certain number of this loot item, bring it to me. They're just experience, but you really don't need the experience. That was the one major niggle I had with the game. That and the Hissing Wastes. Just the Hissing Wastes can do one in the common parlance.
This should be easy enough.
Here we go.
Right.
Although don't get me wrong, I really enjoy Inquisition and I do want to finish it before I play it again on stream. But if I play it on stream, I've been thinking about this. Just I think the best way for me to be playing it on stream would be if I was streaming full time, and clearly I'm not because I do need to pay bills and stuff and do housework. So I don't know. You know, I kind of assumed they'd be immune to fire. So I don't know if I will ever get to Inquisition on stream as it stands.
As you wish.
Just because it is so long. Such a time commitment.
As you wish. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. As you wish.
Even if I played it for 3 hours a day for, you know, Monday through Friday, stick with my usual schedule, it would still take, I think, 10 weeks to finish.
This should be easy enough.
I don't mind doing that, but I know that people do visit this channel for other games. So I guess that would be this is something for the channel to decide. Yeah, you can take 5 damage. For some reason.
Right. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Next.
But you don't drop dragon scales because you're not proper dragons. And dragon scales for Wade.
Trap right ahead. Here I am.
Right, well, let's...
What's next?
I needed Leliana anyway. Where's the trap, Leliana? I wish they'd mark them on the map. There it is.
Trap right ahead.
It's free XP. Wow, his head's in the wall, huh? In the floor, even.
Just
You know, the horizontal wall.
like you wanted.
The Frostback Mountains. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Korth the Mountain Father kept his throne at the peak of Belinus, the mountain that lies at the centre of the world, from which he could see all the corners of earth and sky, and he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Korth devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart, by taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountains the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But without his heart, the Mountain Father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavour, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valour. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart, Korth could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods who would dare challenge Korth. The Lady of the Skies sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and strongest flyers to scour the mountains for the missing heart, and for a year and a day they searched. But sparrow and raven, vulture and eagle, swift and albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the ptarmigan spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed, for the ptarmigan is a tiny bird, too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles, but the ptarmigan set out anyway. The little bird travelled deep into the frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the god's terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it, little by little, out of the valley and down a cliff, and when the golden cask struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Korth neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest and he was whole. Again. Then Hakon Winter's Breath bound Korth's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice so it could never again escape. And all the remaining gods named the ptarmigan honoured above even the loftiest legals. Legals? Eagles. The ptarmigan, an Avar tale from Ferelden folklore and history by Sister Patrine, Chantry Scholar. And Hakon Winter's Breath was the subject of DLC in Inquisition. It's a pretty good DLC. It's the only one I've done. I haven't saved in a while. 35 hours in. Jeez, such a long game. Good game, but long game. Just running through a cave system. Ah, yes. Draw distance problems. Oh. I was kind of waiting for the cultists to make themselves known. They've made themselves known. No, the mage. Mages are annoying.
This should be easy enough.
And then kind of run back. Oh, I hate being on fire. And then do this. Gonna get... Oh,
Let's get
I
started.
can. Apparently they're immune to light.
Right.
Or it's just because they were dead and anything couldn't take damage, maybe. We're good. We're good. Just heal myself up. Wait for my mana to recharge before heading further in. Because I can see there are more enemies around. Guess I could take a potion to speed things up a little bit, but that would be sensible, and I don't do... How many potions do I have? There we go. Right. I guess we'll... Stop ambushing me.
Right. Let's get started.
I guess it's not really an ambush. Well, it is an ambush. I don't know if they're there, but
Let's get started. Right. Let's get
they
started.
kind of go down really quickly.
It is enough.
Okay. Left fork. Always go left. Always check behind the waterfall. Sometimes you might have to press the interact button, as Temtem taught me. Always check the waterfall. Always check the left fork. There's someone else at the door. 1 second. Oh god, cock callers. Why? They walked off. Probably for charity. You do that, Shale. You do that. Wow. You got there first, huh?
This should be easy enough.
Quick burst heal. Fry me some assassins. Tase me some assassins. Can I get both? Or is there only one?
On.
Guess there's only one left.
As you wish. Let's get started.
Ah.
This should be easy enough.
I think Leliana's going to be dead. I don't think I can heal her in time. There we go.
On.
Oh, really? Really? That took priority? Fine. Another injury kit to get rid of the injury.
As you wish.
Mass heal.
Idle time is wasted time.
Right, my spell
Let's
whiz.
get on.
Set the weapons on fire. Maybe left was the way I was supposed to go. We'll go up here. See where this takes us. I mean, no, Stan. If you ask again, I'll turn this party around and we'll go back to the camp. Alright, well that looks important. I could of course just check a map, but I want to clear out every room anyway, so may as well not. Stop punching, you fool. Sit up straight. Oh look, the stream has crashed on my tablet. What a surprise. Please refresh. Thank you. Ooh. Right, are you immune to fire? Yes, you are. Good to know. Also, I guess.
This should be easy. As you wish. Right.
Oh, that was weird. Just a bit of teleporting dragon. NBD. Drake scale. I'm standing in a pool of blood. Joy. Right, if I save the game. And then investigate this little hole in the wall. I can't remember where. It's been years since I played it at this point. I just obviously can't remember which way I'm supposed to go for plot and which way is the.
This should be
Not
easy
plot.
enough.
There's a mage.
Right ahead.
Let's get started.
Right, if we could just deactivate that. Oh! Brianel's dead.
I'll kill it.
Maker's breath.
Heal yourselves, you fools. Diana, get up. Diana, get up. What the hell happened there? Okay, right, sure, why not? Oh, there's a tooltip telling me what I did. Close the pop out. Now I can't see what messages were left in chat. Joy. So if I open the pop out again. Okay, so it just treats it as refreshing the chat. Okay, good to know. Do you have stealth, Liliana? I don't think so, because treating you as a ranged rogue? No.
I hear you.
Okay. Time to just run in and disarm traps. And then we'll
Another battle approaches.
deal with...
Speak. Victory shall be mine.
Oh, I can't.
Defend yourself.
I can't cycle through them properly. That's a problem. Revival. I think she's there.
Let's get started.
Oh, she's dead.
Weapons
Right.
at the ready.
I'm going to be reloading this. Where's the sodden mage? To the right. Okay. So I need to do the one to the right first, so I can run up to the mage and get them all in their business. Good to know. I could say the whole party. Never knew that. But now I do. So if I do this...
Enemies approaching.
This should be easy enough.
Yes. Trap right ahead.
No, not.
Time for a little cleanup.
Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Then... lightning. Alright, the mage is down. Who needs healing? Stan.
Let's get started. On. Right. As you
It goes
wish.
much better
This
after you
should
kill
be
the
easy
mage.
enough.
Who
Let's
knew?
get started.
Are we good? I think we're good. Tactical genius here.
I am ready. I finished.
Also means that I can save all of the health poultices. I reckon that might be the way I'm supposed to go for plot. So I'll save. Keep pushing that way. If I get to a map transition, then I'll just run all the way back and we can go on the journey together.
Unbelievable. A dragon.
It's not that unbelievable, Markmere.
As you wish. Right. This should be easy
There have been
enough.
other dragons in this cave.
Let's
In
get
this
started. Right.
cave
As
system.
you wish. On. Right. As you wish.
I like how he's aggroed on me. Despite the fact I have no armor. And they're supposed to go for the thing with the highest armor.
Something I can
Oops.
help with?
Never mind. Trade scale, please. Thank you. Save the game. Actually, let's see. Because this is getting quite a way out. Where's the map? Where's the next part of the map? Hello? The map loaded and then disappeared? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this is the way I'm supposed to go. This takes me further on in the quest line. So I'm just going to run back now and clear out those other rooms. Like the exit's the next room. So, for loot, experience, and other goodness, including possibly me getting frustrated for people to enjoy, we'll do this. Wish I could move faster. Those are big spikes. Right, so just go to the furthest one first. Furthest one back, sorry. Which was the first room that I took the diverging path in. Boy, is it quiet. The stillness of the grave. So this is the first bit. There's a dead end. Is there anything here? There's another Drake, and there's something behind us. Isle of Dragon filth, huh? Oh, there's another Drake behind us. Joy. No. That's the wrong one.
That's it. Prepare to be crushed.
Right. On.
Prepare to be crushed indeed. Heal.
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Wow, Liliana got destroyed. Okay. Okay, that's not a fight where we can simply run into. Sorry, we're gonna have to run all the way back. But there we go. Man, do I wish I had Tempest, because that is a good spell, huge AoE, and they're 100% immune to the version of it that I have, because they don't take fire damage. Also, my damage is lower, because they're not taking extra damage from the Flaming Weapon spell either. I'm going to run all the way back, and I'm going to save, and then if it goes south again, I don't have to run all the way back for a third time. And we can just pretend it's a first time thing. And no one will be able to prove any different. It's not like there's a video record of this attempt or anything. Might have to set Sten and Shell to use Threaten, just to draw aggro away from myself and Liliana. I went the wrong way. Oh, well, I'm here. I guess I may as well, since I've gone the wrong way. Actually, how far is it to turn back? I don't think it's that far. It's not. We'll go back. Stick with the original plan. Oh, the breeze from that fan is lovely. Obviously, you can't experience it, but it's so pleasant on my skin. Right, I assume that the second drake does not spawn in until you attack the first one. So. Oh, hang on, wait, isn't there a high dragon fight at the end of this temple? That's going to be fun.
I shall follow.
Threaten.
I hear you.
No. I guess because we're not in combat, there's no stamina cost for that?
What now?
Stone, that's the one where Stone can't move, isn't it? Shell can't move. No, but it seems useful. So those should have applied. Let's just override that most recent save. Try again. So now the drakes should target the two warriors.
Right.
Oh, lovely.
As you wish. This should be easy enough. Let's get
Wow.
started. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. As you wish.
Get up, 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 get up. And heal Stan. God, sound effects are terrifying. This is a health regen thing, right? Ooh. This sounds done.
On. This should be easy enough.
Mass heal.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. On. Right. As you wish.
It wasn't clean. And I'm going to have to use an injury kit to get rid of Liliana's injury.
As you like.
But I'll take it. Before she takes a healing potion. There we go. I think that's all that's over here as well. Two drakes. Oh no, this is the pile of dragon filth. But a statuette of a stone warrior. Joy. So that's what was down that way. Like a mini boss fight, I guess. On the one hand, I am regretting not putting many points into the constitution of my party from the beginning, but it also means that the primary attributes are high enough for most fights that it doesn't matter. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts, really. Although, as I've started doing, I'm going to start putting more points into Constitution for hit points from now on, just to avoid such situations. Party of glass cannons. Oh, there's another Drake. I mean, it's probably another Drake. Oh, hang on. Cultist Overseer. Reaver and Drake. Really? You didn't... Okay.
Let's get started.
That Drake did not care
Let's get started.
about any of that. Just heal
As you
myself.
wish.
I'm
Right.
glad I healed.
Solution. Sometimes.
Nope, that's not what I want.
As you wish. Right. On.
Drake's down. The Overseer has a shield and nothing else right now.
Let's get started.
Traps her.
This
Get
should
out,
be
get,
easy enough.
get out the trap, you idiot.
Wish.
Get out the trap.
Right. This should be easy enough. Right. On.
Alright, let on know there are traps.
Trap right ahead.
Do your thing. Ooh, that was a sword. Just gonna... That's one I triggered. Check for more traps. Before picking anything up. There's an exit, I guess.
I hear you.
Alright, what was that sword all about? Spellweaver. +5 magic, +2 mana regen, +10 spell resistance, +3 electricity damage. I am using my electric spells. Fair amount. Yes, although it does mean I don't have a ranged attack anymore. I'll do it. Can I also equip a shield? Do I have any shields? If I do, they're not on me. Okay. I realised I have all my spells as ranged attacks, so... Not such an issue, as it turns out. Can't do anything with that. Also, I can put runes on this, which is good. Which helps get over the loss of stat boosts from the staff. A lot of things are just getting up in my face right now, so maybe the sword will be helpful. And I did take the Arcane Warrior specialism. There we go. So it makes some sense to take advantage of the bonuses it gives. Right, well, there's a mage, so let's just focus on the mage. Run past the Drake. Actually, no, these can be hurt by fire.
get started.
Hello.
Right, on. This should be easy enough.
Stunned already? Really? Mass heal.
On, as you wish. Right, as you wish. This should be easy
Oh,
enough.
right, yeah. I don't have the
get
thing that
started.
lets me use my
On.
intelligence for, whoops. I don't have the thing. I don't have the ability yet to use my intelligence in place of my
As you wish.
to hit
Let's
for
get
my hit
started.
to hit
This
modifier.
should be easy enough. Right, this should be easy
Let's just do
enough.
that. You all good?
Got it.
You are all good. Good. Yeah, I'm not going to ask why there's an arrow in the egg. Or 35, or however many arrows there were. Just going to chalk that up to weirdness and move straight on from there. The Life Drinker. No one knows for certain where this amulet came from. All we have is a legend. Long before the Golden City turned black, there lived in the Tevinter Imperium a frail old magician in the court of the Archon. He was the least among the mages of the court, the Lamplighter, whose task it was to set all the thousands of candles alight and snuff them again when the Archon retired for the evening. He was counted as useless by all the most influential magisters, but he was only biding his time. One day, when all the magisters of the Imperium were assembled in the great hall of the Archon, the Lamplighter struck. He conjured a massive firestorm in the hall, trying to assassinate all who were assembled and seize power himself. The court was made up of the most powerful mages of the Imperium. They worked quickly to destroy the would-be usurper, but found, to their astonishment, their magic was no match for the old mage. Every spell they cast was countered, and the magisters began to fall, one by one, until only the Archon himself and the Lamplighter were left, locked in a battle of magic and will. The Archon saw that with each spell he cast, the Lamplighter himself seemed to wither and fade a little more, so he bombarded the mage with spell after spell until at last nothing was left of the palace but rubble, nothing left of the court but corpses, and nothing left of the Lamplighter but a golden pendant. This the Archon kept to remind himself that treachery could come from even the most innocuous sources. I'm sure there's a cautionary lesson in there somewhere. Restriction, Blood Mage. +4 spell power. The emblem of the Imperium decorates this ancient golden torque. It is studded with garnets, the colour of dried blood, and feels bitter cold to the touch, but I'm not a Blood Mage, and I 100% forgot to unlock that specialty when I had the chance. And I've moved so far from that point that there isn't even a save to go back to, although maybe there's an autosave kept in the cloud data. I could look into that. The First Blight, Chapter 3. The world during the First Blight was different from the world we know today. Aside from the civilized rule of the Imperium, humans as a race were largely barbarous and splintered, divided into clans and tribes and squabbling amongst ourselves for resources. At the same time, deep beneath Thadis' great mountain ranges spanned a dwarven culture as organised and advanced as ours was primitive. As the Darkspawn bubbled up to the surface from their underground lairs, mankind first buckled and then fought back. The armors of Tevinter attempted to face down the multitudes of twisted creatures and the horrid rotting of the land around them, but they could not be everywhere at once. Human history remembers the First Blight as a time of terrible devastation, and those stories are accurate. But in our arrogance, we often forget the price paid by the dwarves in their isolated mountain kingdoms. I'm sorry, taigs. You mean? The dwarves faced far greater hordes than humanity as the Darkspawn challenged them for control of the underground. Despite the might and technology the dwarves brought to bear, the savage Darkspawn tore through them, first destroying the more remote taigs, before swallowing up entire kingdoms. Think of it, an entire civilization lost in the space of decades. Compared to the near genocide that the dwarves faced, what we humans call the First Blight must have seemed a mere skirmish. Against the Darkspawn, the Dwarven lands have always borne the brunt of the fighting and the majority of the sacrifices. 4 Dwarven kingdoms finally managed to combine their might and fight back, and that cooperation saved them. But for the rest of their lands it was too late. The Darkspawn had taken the deep roads, the majestic underground passages that linked the Dwarven lands throughout Thadis. The Darkspawn could now attack anywhere on the surface through these tunnels. Humanity simply was not prepared for such an onslaught. It was clear that the warfare we knew would not avail us. We had to find a new way to fight. Thus came our salvation. The Grey Wardens were born. From Tales of the Destruction of Thadis by that guy. Okay, so this is this room. I'm happy I went this way. How many scales do I need for Wade? I went the wrong... Ooh, so close to leveling up. I went the wrong way. Is it Denerim? Let's just provide him with the scales. How many do I have? I think they're a plot item. I have... Nope. 6. They're under other. I guess I could sell them if I really wanted to. But I don't really want to, so there's that. This way. Nope. Suppose at level up I'd have to choose between taking Tempest and taking the thing that lets me, I think it's called Tempest. Taking the thing that lets me use my spell power, magic modifier in place of my strength for weapon attacks. I'll probably keep a staff on me because they're useful. Probably keep this one because I don't have a better one right now. The sword might be an interesting change of pace. That was a horrible noise. I have no idea what it was either. Ah, I assume this is where the conversation happens. Actually, what I'm going to do then is I will create a new save because I can delete them from the cloud at any point. And I'll reload this conversation off stream to unlock the Reaver specialty for melee fighters.
Stop! You will go no further!
Who are you?
You do not have the right to demand my name. You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here?
Well, tell me your name and I will tell you why I'm here.
I am Father Colgrim, leader and guide to the disciples of Andraste. Kill us, and you will face Andraste. She will smell our blood, and the blood of her children on you, and her wrath will be great.
I don't think he's entirely sane. Children? You mean the dragons? Is Andraste a dragon?
She is so much more! She is even more glorious than all the old gods combined. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have?
I am fueled by the ability to reload checkpoints, alter the game's difficulty, and generally be pig-headed enough to bull my way through it. And what has happened to the ashes?
They are still within this temple. But why do we need ashes when we serve the risen Andraste in all her glory?
So you can give me the urn then?
So you are after the ashes? Perhaps there is a way for you to make up for your desecration of our home and temple.
Why do you suddenly... I don't need to make up for anything.
Ah, and now we see again the arrogance which so plagues humanity. It is this arrogance that killed the mortal Andraste. If you will not repent, then you will die.
Is there a reason it refuses? There is power to be gained and it refuses? For what?
Is there any way to get through this without losing Shale's disapproval? Guess that would be the Shale page? Maybe? Go to the memories. Shale's Paragon of a Kind. Go to the memories. Here we go. Okay, so is there any way of... Okay, let's do it this way then. Of Sacred Ashes. Again, I'm using a guide just to cut down on having to reload for approval loss and stuff such as that. There is no real conversation tree here. It's the right thing to do, end of story.
Oh, well, who can argue with that logic?
To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory!
I sense something drawing near.
Wow, Shell just proved minus 15. That is not what the internet says should happen. There's a fudging mage. How many are there? 2.
As you wish.
Do a quick heal. Mage is down.
Right.
I should probably cast heal. Who's left? You can have that.
On. Let's get started.
Cooldown is off.
As you
Burst
wish.
heal.
Right. On. This should be easy enough.
Boy, does he have a lot of health.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Heal on Liliana.
As you wish. This should be easy enough. Right.
What's my mana situation like? Real low.
As you wish.
Okay.
On. This should be easy enough. Right. Let's get started. On. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Let's get started. Right.
Clear out my mana with the burst heal to avoid any potion usage, and Liliana level to 14. Nice. Oh, and she can specialize. So last time I played, like my last campaign, I unlocked the duelist specialization. So that there's that. I guess Ranger. Sure. That might be cool. I don't really do the stealing, is the thing. Guess just poison making and talents. Summon Wolf. That actually might be useful. Oh, I'm so close to leveling up. Oh. Fortunately, I do have gifts to make up for the loss of approval from Shale. Do I have one on me right now? They're under other, right? I don't think any of those are for Shale. I'll wait to check, of course. Oh, wait, no, popular pages, gifts, origins. Alistair, Doug, Leona, Morrigan, Ogren, Shale. Yeah, it's stones that she likes. The console versions of Dragon Age do not give the full benefit of special gifts. Well, joy. Oh, sorry. Okay, right, well, there we go. I'm not doing that fight again, so I can just give her a feast day gift and be done with it. I'll have to do the exploit where I keep it in... keep it in the chest to duplicate it, but there we go. Ooh, cutscene. There's Andraste. Spoilers, not Andraste. Totally a dragon. Oh, also boss fight after optional boss fight, I guess technically.
They say music soothes the savage beast, but I'm not going to test that theory.
That's probably for the best. Oh, what could I possibly have to do with the gong? Just having flashbacks to the one and only dragon fight I've done in Dragon Age Inquisition's multiplayer. This is the ruined temple entrance. I think that's the way to the urn. Ha!
I am ready, just like you wanted. I finished.
I wonder if only Leliana gets the experience for picking locks. Right, there is an order to do this in. That's all of that. No, well, I've apparently missed out on an extra Drake, which I'm not terribly bothered about. The gong is apparently not on the PC version. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the dragon for now, I feel. Come back at a higher level, maybe. Let's see what level the dragon is. See if it says. Ah, there's an item on the PC that isn't in the console version, so they just replaced it with the gong. You know what? It's probably going to wipe the floor with me. Let's try it. I have no high-level range spells which will attack it, which will wound it or injure it in any way, because obviously it's going to be immune to fire. I have saved.
The hunger of the Atashi is legendary.
Oh my god, so much health.
Let's get started. As you wish. This should be easy enough. Right. This should be
Keeping
easy
an eye on their health. And heal.
As you wish.
Where's Life Ward? On stem. Also regeneration on stem.
I'll try to be merciful.
And heal on
This should
stem.
be easy enough.
And that's not the one I want. Oh, that is the one I want. Oh, nope. As Sten is drawing fire, we'll give Shale the
This should be
that
easy
damage
enough.
increase.
Let's get started. Right. On. As you wish. This should be easy enough. Right. As you wish. On.
Maker preserve us.
What am I doing on mana cooldowns?
Right. This should be
That
easy
up.
enough. Let's get started. As you wish. On. Right. Let's get started.
Nope.
Let's get started.
You know what? Let's just do that. There we go.
Right. On. Right. This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Good to
You can have
This
that.
should be easy enough. On. Right.
Heal. If I keep just doing the basic attacks.
As you wish. This should be easy enough. On. Right. As you wish.
You know what? I'm going to have a Lyrium potion.
enough.
Let's get started.
That.
As you wish. Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough.
Well, I'll just do that. Heal Sten.
Yes. Make us breath.
Have another health poultice Sten.
This should be easy enough. As you wish. This should be easy enough.
Wait, shouldn't... I guess Life Ward was triggered earlier. We're just... Revival. There we go.
You bastard.
And... Lyrium Potion. Also, Liliana, if you kind of want to start using poisons... Where is it? I think it's poisons, right? Can you use anything? Sure can't.
Time for a little cleanup. Let's get started. On. As you wish. This should be easy enough. Right. As you wish.
First
Let's
heal.
get started. On. This should be easy enough. Right.
Nope. Heal Shale.
Let's get started. On. As you wish. Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough.
Let's take another
As you wish.
Lyrium Potion.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Right. On. As you wish. Let's get started.
Yes.
As you wish.
Stack the heal on Shen. On Stan even.
As you wish. This should be easy enough.
Can I take a Lyrium Potion? She's not going to be able to reach with any thrown things, is she? Ooh.
I'll do it.
I don't think Stan can use poisons either. Stan can use poisons. Oh, this is... This is good. Heal... Shale...
Yes.
Victory shall be mine. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Natara. Ha! Speak.
Right. As you wish. Let's get started. Right.
First heal.
This should be easy enough. As you wish. Let's get started.
I think I can go back to the Pod's camp after this. I think that's what the Ruined Temple is there for. So I might go back and grab
Orders.
resources. Oh, this is not good. Oh, revival's on cooldown.
This should be easy enough.
I can keep out of its range.
As you wish.
Nope.
Right. On. This should be easy enough. On. As you wish.
Oh joy, it's got a pull me into it thing. Liliana, I could do with you not missing.
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Just heal Liliana and I. Revival's still got a quarter, like maybe a quarter, maybe a
This should
third.
be easy enough. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Let's end this.
As you wish. This should be easy enough. On. As you wish. Let's get started. On. As you wish.
I should probably heal Liliana up. I don't think I'm the right. I think I'm a bit low level for this. I'll be honest. Oh, it's still on cooldown.
On. This should be easy
Nope.
enough.
Please, let me. That's not what I wanted to. I accidentally blood magicked myself. That's what I wanted to do.
Let's get started.
Now that is impressive.
Heal them both.
As you wish. On. This should
Can't
be
do
easy enough.
anything for Liliana right now.
Right.
Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there.
Let's get started.
That's what all the mages say, it's true. It is true.
This should be easy enough. On.
Shale, if you could just kind of...
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. On. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Right. This should be easy enough.
Oh, goodness. It was going so well for so long.
On. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Let's get started. On. Right. On. This should be easy enough.
Yes! I did it. I did it. That feels so good. And it gave me the experience to level up. And updated my codex. I guess with high dragons. Okay, so Arcane Warrior. Yeah, magic is what I need. Which is just damage output. Yes. And that's regeneration. Coercion's full. I guess I'll just keep going through this list, maybe? What is this? Cleansing Aura. See, that would have been useful right then. Increased fatigue for an attack bonus and the ability to... Yes, this is what I need for the sword. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got to put the controller down. I'm shaking. Which for me is a very literal statement because adrenaline triggers my problem with dystonia. So, sorry about this. Oh. Hopefully I'll be riding that high for the rest of the stream, but maybe not. Sorry, I need to just try and calm down before I progress any further, because I can't really look at the screen properly when I'm like this. Ooh. Okay, I think I'm good. I just killed a high dragon at level 14. May not be big for you, but for me that's pretty big. Right, equip the sword. And this is why I'm going to be keeping the staff on me, so that I have a ranged option. Thank you. No one can see this on YouTube, but I'm going to drop a few yays for myself, which are laurel wreaths of victory that no one can see because I really need to redo the emote. I need to make it better somehow. That's a problem for another day. Oh sweet, it took me to the right codex page. Dragon has been updated to read High Dragon. A fully mature adult female dragon is the High Dragon, the great monster of legend, the rarest of all dragon kind. These dragons hollow out massive lairs for themselves, for they need the space to house their harem of drakes, as well as their eggs and the dragonlings. High dragons are seldom seen. They spend most of their time sleeping and mating, living off the prey their drakes bring back. But once every 100 years or so, the High Dragon prepares for clutching by emerging from her lair and taking wing. She will fly far and wide, eating hundreds of animals, most often livestock, over the course of a few weeks, and leave smouldering devastation in her wake. She then returns to her lair to lay her eggs and will not appear in the skies again for another century. Also, if memory serves me, it's the only High Dragon fight in the game. Like technically High Dragon fight. I think Flemeth turns into one. We discussed that when I started the playthrough. But the actual only true High Dragon fight in the entire game. And you don't have to do it. But I did. And I feel good for doing it. Oh, right, yeah, loot the body. Oh, there's a dragon scale there. Do I have enough scales? I do. I do. We can go back to Wade. Anyway, let's just check items. I might actually go back to the party camp. Still not better. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the party camp. I think that's what this door is for. If it isn't, I'm going to save the game and we'll just reload the save. But I think that's what this door down here is for. I am down to 1 health poultice. It's the lack of elf root. It's killing me. Where am I? Okay, I don't think that works the other way around. So when I come back here, I'm going to have to run all the way back. Oh no, it does. Excellent. I've cleared that passageway. It's a shortcut back. But I need to clear up my inventory and try and see if I can buy some healing poultices for now. Genetivi's just walking around as he does even.
You're back. Have you reached the urn?
Not yet, but I wanted to discuss something with you.
Oh, did you discover something fascinating within the temple?
The reborn Andraste is a high dragon.
What? They believe Andraste has been reborn as a dragon? Maker's breath, I don't know if I should laugh or cry.
The villagers are trying to protect her and her children.
Andraste the dragon has children. Little dragon children, I suppose.
Yep.
This doesn't strike them as strange.
Nope.
We have to consider the possibility that whoever started this was simply delusional.
This belief is evil.
I agree. But how are we to deal with this?
I would leave them in peace if I could.
I see. Whatever you do, I hope you can live with it.
Do you know anything about the wraiths protecting the ashes?
There was a passage in one of the books I read, how some of Andraste's followers gave their lives to the fire to become her eternal guardians. Isn't that beautiful?
In a morbid sort of way, I suppose.
Well, I think their devotion to our Andraste is beautiful. We should respect them for their sacrifice.
Is there anything else you wanted to speak to me about?
Just checking something. I should go.
All right then. Good luck.
Cheers, pal. Thanks for teleporting us away from the door I need to leave. Okay, so Ruined Temple has its own thing. Cool. Go to Soldier's Peak. I've got some things I'd like to deposit in the party chest. I'm just doing this to clear out my inventory more than anything. Oh, we could go talk to Wade actually while we're taking a break from, while I'm taking a break from the actual quest line. And see if Stan can wield the sword. I just like stashing the named stuff. Right. It's a helmet. I'm just going to sell it. I don't use them particularly, so it's fine. Ooh, I would 100% be equipping those. I've done this the wrong way around. I should have gone to the camp and equipped people with stuff. However, take those. And those. Don't think I've got any elf root in here. Chance of paralysis. I assume master is higher than expert in terms of tiering. There's it to sell. Oh, it's an entirely new quest, Dragon Scale. Of course, it's the heavy armor, isn't it? I don't think I have any more Grandmaster runes. Spell resistance. Fire damage, cold damage. I've got fire. I don't really need the fire. The flame rune. Flame rune is the thing because I've got the fire weapon spell. All right, let's do that. Let's go to party camp, equip people with potential upgrades, and then obviously come back. To stash stuff and whatnot. The downtime of a BioWare game. Okay, so I'm happy with that sword. I will of course be keeping the staff in my inventory. Why did I do that actually? Because I'm totally using a lot of fire spells. Anyway, I'll keep the Archivist sash on. That's all that stuff. That's all that stuff. Need more elf root. Leliana. Is this crossbow an upgrade? Technically is, yes. But you cannot wield it because you are not strong enough. So never mind. I don't think there's any better armor right now for you. Nope. Stan. I was going to check if Star Metal Sword is better for you. Shale, I just don't have anything else for you. Alistair, Merrick's Blade is pretty good. I'll keep you in Merrick's armor as well. Oh, wait. Are there any rings that don't do anything? And he's got a pretty good one. Never mind. Win, you can keep that staff. I need the staff I've got. That's an upgrade over the mitts that you're currently wearing. I don't think you'd appreciate any of those. Where's that pure bitch braid? 8 attack, 8 armor. Yes, please. Do you have any gloves on? 10 spirit damage. That's probably worth keeping that on you. Again, I want to keep that staff. I do have another crow dagger, which is a straight upgrade for the one you have. Okay, there we go. That's that. He's got the drakeskin stuff, so that's fine. And we're back to me. Okay, time to mark some stuff as junk. Farewell helmets that I will not be using. Hour of Diligence, huh? Oh, right, I could wear that. Interesting. The 9 willpower is nice, though. I don't think that's really worth the trade-off. Get rid of those. And junk those. Right, do I actually need to go back to the camp now? Oh, I suppose I've got all of this stuff. Oh, this is also an arcane warrior weapon, I guess. Oh, unless it's just replacing strength with magic because I'm... Yep, it is. Is it better than the Nug Crusher? I don't think so. Well, let's see what Boden's got in terms of healing poultices and things like that. Also does sandal and also runes.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please. I'm sure.
Can I see your wares, please? Dwight Schultz, Reginald Barkley, whatever. Sell all junk. So that's cleared out most of my inventory. Oh, he sells health poultices. Oh, thank the maker. And I could probably do with the delirium potions also. How am I doing on injury kits? I have 9 injury kits and 4 less injury kits. I think I'm fine on those. That gives me a spell point. That's an option if money becomes stupid later on. I could have a frost rune and a lightning rune on my sword. Chance to reduce movement speed. This is all stuff that I've sold him, and these are the feast day gifts. I'll get the frost rune to go on my sword, I think. And for now, I'll just use the flame rune. Although I do have
Enchantment?
the flaming weapons. So, damage output's going to be decent against anything but ash wraiths and dragons. And guess what's in the next area? Probably ash wraiths and dragons. Don't have any runes for these two, unfortunately.
Got it.
Cancel those spells because I'll probably have to return them, refresh them anyway. So, back to the party chest momentarily to
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
deposit the one ice arrow I have, and I think that's it, but they're useful to keep. And then head back onto the gauntlet. Most powerful foe slain? High Dragon. Heck yeah it is. Heck yeah it is. Right. Party storage chest. Deposit that. Oh, right. I could have been using these. Whoops. Stash those. And stash those for now. Right. Starfang. 38 strength. What does Sten have in terms of strength? 46. I might have to go back to the party camp now, actually, to enchant Starfang. Has 3 runes. Just check it's improved. Higher damage, higher crit chance, higher armor penetration, high strength mod. I mean, it doesn't have the plus 100 stamina anymore, but it does have all that good stuff. What runes do I have? Why do I... Interesting. Oh, right, yeah. These require 36 strength and 38 strength. Where would runes be? There we go, there are runes. I guess... damage versus Darkspawn. Damage versus Undead. He's already got Frost and Lightning. I think. And he's getting Fire from me. Those are the 3 main damage types, so we'll just go with extra Fire. Also check what strength Alistair is at, and if I can... I've just noticed I have some level ups to do. Specialization point. So this is what I was talking about. I can go back, I can reload that save with Colgrim, and it'll teach me the Reaver upgrade. Templar, not really. Probably just go Berserker. Nah, we'll go with Champion. Do that and that. Alright, what's level 1 Champion? Nearby enemies a penalty to attack. Yeah, sure, why not? I can't wait to never use that. And there we go. I don't understand why you'd use Stone Aura, because she can't move. Anyway. Immobilization. Basically, single target threaten or huge damage. I'll go with an overwhelming attack. Right. Back to the party camp. Oh, I guess Leliana killed... I guess Shell killed the dragon. Or Stan. I can't remember who was alive at that point. Alistair. Oh, you can also take champion. Right. Let's put everything into strength so he can equip Marek's weapons. And then after this, every time Alistair levels up, it'll just go into Constitution. I think we'll go shield wall. Oh, no. Knockdown effect. Right. It doesn't really matter because I'm only going to Soldier's Peak. To grab Kaelin's armor. To give that to Alistair. And then we'll go back to the temple after I've sorted that out. Grab the rest of my party. Oh, right. I need to take out the enchantments off of the Nug Crusher and apply them to the Star Metal Blade. "20 minutes of party inventory management later. Alistair. Nope. I assume better. Yep. Backstab damage. Oh my god. Alistair looks like a baller. Is he just going back in the chest? I think it's Soldier's Peak. Looks so good. That's funny. That's funny to me. Sandal.
Enchantment?
Yes, please. Nug Crusher. Remove. Remove. Starfang. Fire damage. Cold damage. Electricity damage. Right, I will take the full party this time because
Indeed.
I am
Yes.
then just simply going to continue on with my journey. So, back to Soldier's Peak to deposit the Warden Commander stuff in the chest. Keeping all this stuff in the chest also means, of course, that I have a I do have a source of money if I ever need to buy anything particularly expensive, because all of this stuff is probably worth a decent amount. I'll just sell that while I'm here.
What can I do for you? Certainly.
Because you're right next to it. Right. Continuing on to the ruined temple. Take the walk back across for Elden. Oh, and stretch. 50 minutes left. 3:10. Okay. Should be able to finish up this quest line today. In theory. And then it will be time for Vampire the Masquerade this evening. So get hyped for that. As far as I'm aware, most people have confirmed they will attend, so I should be getting paid. Woohoo! Death. I bought the actual dice, so there we go. We have the proper dice. They're split up into black and red. We can look stylish. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Sure did. We can look stylish while playing. And hopefully it'll contribute to my paycheck this month from the cafe for the events I run. Yeah, so fun fact about the dice. On Amazon, £25. In Forbidden Planet, 15. And pretty much everywhere else they're 15 as well. They're just a pain to find because they're out of stock in most places. So Forbidden Planet had 2 boxes when I went in on Wednesday. And now, obviously, they had 1 box when I left, so... I'm hoping to... hoping to get the... So, apparently another way to start the dragon fight is to just attack the dragon. The AoE spells go all the way up to the top of the map. So if you put one at the base of the cliff, it wounds Andraste. Also hoping to get the physical rulebook for VTM soon. But the PDF's working for now, so I have to drop in tonight. Go for it. They're really cool dice. I didn't expect much, but you get 13 just custom dice. 2 normal, just black D10, and then 5 red ones for hunger dice. It's a cool mechanic. I've also saw earlier that they're thinking of doing... they're arranging organised play for Vampire, so I might talk to my boss at the cafe about that. But that'd be cool, like an Adventurers League for the Masquerade. Oh, that sword looks badass. Not mine, Stan's. I mean, mine looks pretty cool as well, but... Let's get all of the buffs going.
Indeed.
I think that's the right song. Nope.
What now?
That's the one I wanted. It would be cool. I don't know how it would work, because I'd probably be the only storyteller, but there's that. So it would be very small, organised play, but it's a very small venue, so... Right, I've saved, so if this goes poorly... Okay, right, well, he's not doing anything right now, so... Grab everything in the room that isn't nailed down. Ah, cutscene. Cutscene trigger, sorry.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
Who are you?
I am the Guardian, the protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this.
Why have you been here for so long?
It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
Could maybe run games? Well, I'll look into it in further detail, talk to the boss, and maybe consider you as a resource. Will your task ever be done?
I do not know, and I do not question.
The creators of Sentinel Comics, the role-playing game, they also want to do some sort of organised play with it. Who are the men who have taken over the rest of the temple?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this.
Can put the controller down.
Unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise.
Sounds a bit like Tom Kane, but I don't know necessarily that it is. In a sense, they haven't forgotten her.
They have forgotten that Andraste was just a messenger. They speak no more of the Maker, only of their false Andraste, and even greater sin.
Oh no. What can you tell me about the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
You already know that the urn contains the remains of the prophet Andraste. What else is there to tell?
What do you know about these disciples of Andraste?
When my brethren
yes,
and
it's
I carried Andraste
What about you?
from
Who are you?
Tibet, I am all that remains of the first disciples. I swore I would protect the urn as long as I lived. And I have lived a very long time.
The first disciples, did you know Andraste?
Did anyone really know her, save the Maker? She would sometimes spend weeks alone in meditation, often without food or water.
Please, tell me more about Andraste.
I cannot express in words my love for Andraste. You must seek her out for yourself. Everyone must.
How is it possible you have lived so long?
I made a vow to Andraste and to the Maker. My life is tied to the ashes. As long as they remain, so will I.
Well, I've kind of got some good news for you in regards to that. I would like to see the urn.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
What if I'm not worthy?
Then you will not come to the ashes. It
Fair.
is not my place
Fair.
to decide your
You'll
worthiness.
die.
The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not,
What is the gauntlet?
the gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Can you tell me anything else about this gauntlet?
You will understand what it is when you face it.
Very well, I will enter the gauntlet.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. Jarwin was discovered by the Templars. You were helping.
It's creepy, he knows.
Tell me, do you think you failed, Jarwin?
Tried my best, it wasn't my fault.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours, nor someone else's.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
It seems that reflection on past mistakes is a constant preoccupation of the religious mind.
You could not have known what would happen. You did what you thought was best.
Man, the frame rate on these particle
Ashera,
effects.
leave the past where it falls.
And what of those that follow you? And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais, you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
Demand whatever answers you want, Spirit.
You came to this land as an observer, but you killed a family in a blind rage. Have you failed your people by allowing a Qunari to be seen in that light?
I have never denied that I failed.
Shale, the stone giant. There is so little I can draw from you. I feel the distant echo of a soul, dormant for so long, now awake.
Good for you.
And with the awakening, the slow realization of all you have lost. Ah, Shale, your entire existence is a test of your will and courage. You have my respect. The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
I love scenes like that so much. No, Sten also approves. First, however, I may have read that as the Maker's first chicken. Did a double take, then misread it as the Maker's fried chicken, and then finally read it as the Maker's first children. So, well, you know, one of those days. The Maker's first children. The Maker's first creations were the spirits, glorious beings that populated the many spires of the Golden City, and the Chant of Light says that they revered the Maker with unquestioning devotion. The Maker, however, was dissatisfied. Although the spirits were like him and that they could manipulate the ether and create from it, they did not do so. They had no urge to create, and even when instructed to do so, possessed no imagination to give their creations ingenuity or life. The Maker realized his own folly. He had created the spirits to resemble him in all but the one and most important way. They did not have a spark of the divine within them. He expelled all the spirits out of the Golden City and into the Fade and proceeded to his next creation, life. The Maker created the world and the living beings upon it, separated from the Fade by the veil. His new children would be unable to shape the world around them, and thus would need to struggle to survive. In return for their struggle, the Maker gave them the spark of the divine, a soul, and he watched with pleasure as his creations flourished and showed all the ingenuity that he had hoped for. The spirits grew jealous of the living and coaxed them into the Fade when they slept. The spirits wished to know more of life, hoping to find a way to regain the Maker's favour. Through the eyes of the living, they experienced new concepts: love, fear, pain, and hope. The spirits reshaped the Fade to resemble the lives and concepts that they saw, each spirit desperately trying to bring the most dreamers to their own realm so they could vicariously possess a spark of the divine through them. As the spirits grew in power, however, some of them became contemptuous of the living. These were the spirits that saw the darkest parts of the dreamers. Their lands were places of torment and horror, and they knew that the living were strongly drawn to places that mirrored those dark parts of themselves. These spirits questioned the Maker's wisdom and proclaimed the living inferior. They learned from the darkness they saw and became the first demons. Rage, hunger, sloth, desire, pride. These are the dark parts of the soul that give demons their power, the hooks they use to claw their way into the world of the living. It was demons that whispered into the minds of men, convincing them to turn from the Maker and worship false gods. They seek to possess all life as their due, forging kingdoms of nightmare in the Fade in the hopes of one day storming the walls of heaven itself. And the Maker despaired once again, for he had given the power of creation to his new children, and in return they had created sin. From the Maker's first children, by Barda, Senior Enchanter of Ostwick, 8/12 Blessed. And yes, MFC indeed, that secret blend of herbs, spices and demons. Right, there is a way to cheese the gauntlet, I believe. I will not be doing it. I will be trying to play as intended. But we shall see how far I can get in the half hour I have left.
Echoes from a shadow realm.
Oh my god, the ice.
Whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Right, I wasn't really paying attention. Stan's pauldron was distracting.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Dream. Indigestion. Dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret.
Oh, got worse.
I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Okay. I like riddles. I likes them a lot.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Oh. Two for two so far. I haven't been bamboozled yet.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance?
Yes, my husband Hysarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders.
The eyes and
that
teeth.
all would know the Imperium's strength.
Just gets me.
I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
And I get why it's happening, because they've just made the model transparent, and I guess the eyes and teeth have a different maybe value, but doesn't look good. Does not look good. Let's go talk to an elf.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home?
It was my dream for the people to have a
Additive
home of
blending,
their own,
yeah.
where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my
It's
friend,
just so
and
stupid.
thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed.
And it gets worse every time.
And so were we.
Apparently we're playing Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm just saving after each one so I don't have to redo the riddles if I mess up.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Ooh, that would be children. Jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Well, you should not try to. Also, probably shouldn't betray your wife. Oh, it's Havard of Havard's Aegis. Or Aegis, I guess.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
I think it's the mountains, but I'd like to pay more attention.
The bones of the world
mountains.
stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
The sheep.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east. where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Nice. Also, I realized that the save I made, I don't know if it will necessarily apply, but I will 100% try to see if that does unlock the Reaver for specialization for me.
No man has seen it.
It won't take
but
long to
all
do.
men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
I think it's woman. I think it's hunger.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak? Yes.
There we go.
Hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Teventer Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth.
Well, that wasn't very nice, was it?
I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Pretty sure that's, was it Greg Ellis, I think, voices Cullen? I mean, obviously, games repeat voice actors for bit parts. I like to try and spot them.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
I think it's Mercy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and Mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Oh, if you take that stupid hood off. Hell yeah, that is how we do. Trial 1 of the Gauntlet.
Had fun with the riddle game?
Not actually, Jowan. Great, finally someone speaks plainly.
But they do speak plainly. Riddles speak to your soul and your gut more often than to your mind. Or they always seem to for me. You have come so far since I saw you last. The last vestiges of your shackled life in the circle have all but fallen away. You are free of the past, and nothing will hold you back. Be strong, my friend. Do not falter. I have something for you. Use it well. It makes me happy, knowing you will be the mage that I never could.
Oh. Andraste's arrows interrupt spell. Well, that's great. But that one uses a bow. Unless it was this. Which I could almost definitely do with giving to Stan. Autosave, huh? Okay. I think one of the rooms is just kill loads of ash wraiths, if I recall correctly.
Warden senses tingling.
Another battle approaches.
Right, you're on fire.
Feathered fiend.
What?
Here comes trouble!
Right, on.
Okay. Okay, already dead. Already dead. Solid. Solid battle strategy. I think we need to all focus on one target. How best to sort this out.
I sense something drawing near.
And this is the thing, I'm finding it single targets. It's the parties that... Why does Shale not have a yellow health bar? Interesting. What does this do? Nope. Go for that one. Doesn't really have a ranged attack as such.
Go.
That one, and yeah, sure, go for pulverizing blows. Or killing blow, yeah, maybe. That one. Nope. That one.
Armed and dangerous, ready for action.
So everyone should be now focusing on Ghost Me.
Run in fear.
Wow. Get wrecked me.
You will be stopped.
Okay, try that again. Let's just see if there's any way of making this any easier on myself, shall we? That's the wrong window. The gauntlet. Okay. So you gain more experience for answering the question correctly, so that's good. Second trial, here we go. Can't do that. Can't do that. Wow. So the easiest thing to do, I can't do. So this is just going to be try and try again. As I can draw them back here. Where is it? Where is it? Hold position. There we go.
Enemies approaching.
So the easiest thing to do is, before you even talk to the Guardian, you unequip everything. And then you, I guess that sets the state for the party, for this encounter, and then you just re-equip everything.
Let's get started. Right.
When doing this encounter.
This should be easy enough.
Finally, we get to the good part.
I just lost killing blow. That's what's happening. I think... Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. Right, I'll play it out anyway.
Even the Sten can be cut down.
I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes.
All right,
Order me.
If I can get rid of both of them. Do I have an AoE spell? I think Quake is AoE, right? Yeah.
I never liked this part.
I'll kill it.
Here!
Wow.
I shall. I'll do it. Right away. On my way. Yes, of course. As you like.
Hit.
It's done. As you like.
Yep. So I think that's what's happening. I think I'm getting one shot by Shale's killing blow ability, which is a problem. But drawing them to me seems to help. Actually, it's a very... Let's try this position. I wish I had 2 AoE spells. Oh, right.
You should run while you can.
Okay. Just killed something. Not me. And now they're stuck in a wall. Okay, that one's not my fault. They were just stuck in the wall. I guess they got pushed maybe too far into it by a knockdown effect. Oh, you couldn't see it, obviously, but I was moving the left stick trying to move them, and it wasn't working. So that's annoying. Stand here, please. Are they coming? Did they take damage? No, so they're not technically active.
Warden senses tingling.
There we go, now they are.
This should be easy enough.
I think it's Shale throwing rocks at me. I think.
Katana!
That's it. Prepare.
Wow, I think Shale's down.
Alright.
I mean, I'm down as well, but... right.
Right away. As you like. On my way. I'll do it. On my way. It's done. As you like. I shall.
What I'm taking from this is that Sten is a combat monster for everyone but me. Or is not a combat monster when against everyone but me. This is so annoying. Because apparently he doesn't go down very quickly when I'm fighting him. Alright, I'm going to stand in this doorway. Gotta get closer. There we go. also apparently why aren't you attacking anything? You're on move freely.
Orders.
This is the village fight all over again. Maybe the tactics are fucked up. Sorry. It's a mature stream. Maybe the tactics are wrong. I just still like trying not to swear. Right, well, I can check that right now. That is something I can do. This party member will not attack when enemies are visible. Alright, get you back in this doorway. So another problem I'm having is that the game kind of doesn't like it if you try to move immediately after changing from hold position to move freely. There's a...
You battle a Konari!
The fuck? Are they facing the wrong way? Is that the problem? I honestly have no idea what's going on right now, because they're supposed to attack as soon as the enemy is in sight, which we're doing when they rounded the corner. I mean, yeah, they're on hold position, but I changed that? I don't know anymore. I'm going to give this a few more tries and then just leave it because it's just making me angry. Let's just try this, holding this doorway. To reset the tactics. Hold position. Did the weird thing again.
We might want to walk softly here.
Ready.
Nope. That's what I want. I'm sorry, did Leliana shoot? I think I just got shot through the wall.
Yes.
It's done. Yes, of course. I shall, as you like. Right away. It's done. Yes, I'll do it. I shall, as you like.
Oh, right, yeah, I've got thrown weapons. Where is... Is that on cooldown? Oh, it is.
Death to all pigeons!
I shall. Here! It's done. Right away, as you like. I'll do it. Yes.
Just
your word.
Get rid of Sten. This fight should be pretty quickly complete. Obviously, pick poisons, you idiot. Oh, it's on cooldown.
As you like. On my way. As you like. I'll do it. Make us ready! Right away. Yes, of course. I shall. I'll do it. As you like. Right away. It's done. I shall. On my way. Yes,
I'll try to be
course.
merciful.
As you like. I shall.
Right, well, there we go, at least.
On it.
Let's
I am
injury
unable
kit.
to do that.
I've got 5 poultices, so that's
Your
fun.
command.
There's flaming weapons back on.
I shall follow.
I've got to redo the song. Why is this? Oh, yeah, of course. It's on cooldown. Right, because I turned it off. Wait for the song to come back. Do some spinning, maybe some spinning on the spot. See if I can not induce a seizure in anyone. Sorry about that. There we go. So apparently what the easiest way of doing that is at the start, before you talk to the Guardian, you unequip everything. So I guess when you talk to the Guardian, it registers your party state. Andraste to establish the Maker.
Enough.
We have faith in the Maker, so we must have faith in our friends.
I suspect we'll have to work together to get across. I am ready.
Andraste have such an excess of followers that she is willing to lure them to their deaths with ghosts and lies.
These are like stepping stones, aren't they? We have to take them one at a time to get across.
Oh, right. Of course, we'll get... Need to make the one in front of that one solid.
Yes.
And then... is it the one? It'll be the one next to Shell, I assume.
Perhaps only one of us needs to go on. There may be a lever or a switch on the other side if we're lucky.
That's what I'm checking for, Liliana.
Kadan.
Of course.
As you wish.
That was exciting. Can we do it again?
No. To put it bluntly, we cannot.
I go.
This altar is little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. Oh, there is a cheese way for this as well, I believe. Yeah, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight the Guardian. We will be nude for this. Oh.
been through the trials of the gauntlet. You have walked the
standing in the
path
fire.
of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Why, thank you. Unfortunate adventurer. Oh, it's also nearly time to end the stream, so that's good. Good timing. So Colgrim, if you didn't know, gives you the option, if you follow that discussion, it gives you the option to defile the ashes with fake stuff. That's how he was going to ask me to
I
make
never
up for it.
dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
What an odd thing to do with the honored dead. To store it in a pot. Bizarre.
Congratulations. You found a waste bin.
Hell yeah, Stan. These are the earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. Take a pinch of the ashes. Take a pinch of the ashes and place it in the leather pouch. Leave the end alone. That is incredibly loud. I'm so sorry. Oh. And there is the unfortunate adventurer down here. Belt of the Magister Lords, +3 spell power.
I am ready. What now?
There's one on the other side. And they both take me to the mountaintop, and that's the end of Sacred Ashes.
What's next?
Go back to the camp, I think. Actually, no, I have to wrap up now. So thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Maybe on the background, etc., etc. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to catch it live, please do consider swinging by twitch.tv/CarmioBubbles and clicking that follow button. If you're watching this on Twitch, if you're watching this on Twitch as you know, a VOD, and you aren't currently following me, please do consider following me. I appreciate it. As I say, when I get to 100 followers, I'll look into doing a Discord thing. Tomorrow, I'll be back with Pokemon Ruby Randomizer, and then next week, hopefully, I'll be back with my normal schedule. It depends how relaxing this weekend is. I haven't had any real time to relax in the past 2 weeks, because, I mean, I've had days off here and there, but there's been other stuff happening on those days, which means I'm not truly relaxing. Anyway, that's by the by. It's my life. Whatever, you don't necessarily need to know that. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you soon at this channel. If not, hope you have a good time doing whatever you do. See you.